This time of year in the South, perfect fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're under... They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Now they go play action with Howell. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run with Patterson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Falcons now at 2-5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now throwing on first down here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Powell, another throw on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Nothing short of a shocker here. I mean, this is pretty close to chip shot range. Most kickers, they're going to hit the top of the net, maybe even put it over the net. And I know this one didn't get blocked, yet it doesn't even get there.
First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set right at the 30. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stumped him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Howell. That's complete to John Ross. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 5. Powell out of the shotgun. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And, yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd and 9, Corral. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. The first down throw here for Corral. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Faking the handoff, Howell. First division rivals, but it wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. You look at the final numbers, the Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Howell. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And now off To the races, down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Al throwing again after the pick six. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10, Howell. This pass is caught by London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They'll go play action. Howell airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Okay, ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howell. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And Howell will throw it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Corral with it on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the play fake, Corral. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And some room to run now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's 2 matchup.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. Down to about the 22 here. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On second down, a run with Patterson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Here's Patterson again. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Patterson on the draw. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Powell from the gun. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Corral. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Corral. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. From the 47 and 2nd and 5. Corral yet again going to throw it. And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Corral looking to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. On a return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, They've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On first down, Howell. And that is caught. It's Ridley. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff.
And this is caught. Touchdown Falcons. Drake London, 31 yards. And the Falcons are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at the 41-yard line. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. D Ford that time, showing what he can do defensively. Credit him with a tackle for loss.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 12, Corral. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. D4 in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Corral. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by D'Angelo Malone. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Corner blitz that time by J.C. Horn, and he got home and dropped him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Howell's throw into the hands of Pitts here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's returnable now for Smith. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action here. Corral. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Going for it on 4th down. Corral. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Off play action. Here's Corral. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Corral lost it. The ball is out. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are the Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Hawkins. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a... Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Derek Brown in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. To try again after the sack. Powell. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
3rd and long. Here's Howell. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, this from 46. And it's a fake. a throw caught by one of their linemen. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So they pulled a little rabbit out of their hat, nearly for 6, almost got the fake into the end zone. Either way, they're set up really nicely.
So we all fell for the illusion, didn't we? Did they saw someone in half on stage?
Well played.
I mean, that was something right there. We fell for the fake in a big way, as did the defense, and look what it turned into, a monster play, and now they're set up inside the 5-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Patterson running between the tackles, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10, Corral. He's got Higgins over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Here's Corral on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they...
Now the ball comes loose, and the Panthers have recovered. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks, and of course you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Corral. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Corral with it, 1st down here. And that one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second.
And now here's another interception. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players. And when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Still 9 remaining on second down. Here's a give to Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They'll go again with Patterson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. It's Hawkins. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. A handoff for Patterson. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Atlanta, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers,